Okay, let's make a video about the Cochno stone. Google Earth, allow this app to make changes, yes. Close that, stop that there. Okay, I believe that's a diagram up already of the Cochno stone. This one is not in place where it should be, but that is what we're going to explore tonight. And this particular stone is in this particular shape. Now, it's like that for a reason, because the border of this stone is the border of where it's placed. And if you look here, you can see that border. Okay? Basically all around here. Okay? It sort of speaks for itself. Okay? So whenever you look into any of these stones, look for a border that is basically the same shape as the stone. Okay, now moving on, let's go to add an image overlay. Okay, now I always like to make sure that I am at north-south. There we go, that's better. And browse for my image. Where the hell is it? That downloads. Map temps, that'll do it. We've got a Cochno high res here. How about that one there? Okay, now this is not where it should be. So to make it where we should be, we need to see through it. And we're not far out. Okay, so see these borders here? We're not quite lined up on this. And as you can see, I'm correct about the borders. Things to look out for is to see if you can see a river here, and I can see some sort of thing on the stone itself. See that? That might be a river. Another thing to look for is objects that stand out like this and this. Okay? And once you've got things like that basically lined up, we will know what to do with the rest of it. So first of all, we're going to try and turn this so that it lines up with the background. See that? Okay, which way? Maybe that way. You see what I'm doing here? Okay, let's see if we can move this basically into a place. So, okay, do you see it? Just got to find the right place. I had it before and I moved it right out of the way. But do you see what happens here? And also the edging. Okay? Do you see how the edging lines up? Watch here. Okay, and here. All of this is on the stone. Okay, now I don't lie to you about this. Now, for some reason, I've got this just about right where it should be. First go. How about that? Now, do you see this? Okay, do you see it all? And even underneath it is on the stone. Okay, that's not too bad. So what we are going to do is try and line it up a little better. So what we'll do is go for something like this. Okay, I can see a big object here. Now you might know that I've done this before. Okay, and we're going to have a look at where it lines up over and see if we can't line it up a little better. It's not too bad, is it? Okay, do you see all of this? Okay, so it's basically in the right spot, and I didn't even try. Okay, all I did was put it over where I thought the border was of the stone. I had a look at the map, I looked for what was basically a border, I turned the map onto it and looked for the edge slots that line up. I'll show you that again when we zoom out. Okay, especially up here where this is here. Okay, and we can find out if this is lined up by looking at other things on this stone to see if they have corresponding objects. And have a look at this. It does. It does. What about the edge? Like I said, okay, because even right down to the edge it will line up for you. Okay, have a look under this. Okay, do you see this? And you can even check these objects here at the same time. Okay, and let's have a look at Hillfoot. There it is. All of this would have been Hillfoot. Somewhere in here, I think there's a suburb in Glasgow called Hillfoot. And my theory is that it was named after this particular thing here, because this, if it's in the right spot, will be on two areas that are shaped like feet. Two hills shaped like feet. Okay, now even though you cannot see it properly, it's there. And I can bet you when you do this yourself, you will see it. So what else can we do to make sure that this is correct? We'll zoom out. Oh, we better turn this back on again. Uh-oh, this has moved. Sorry, I spun it off. Okay, so let's go again. I zoomed in and out, I shouldn't have. Okay, now you see what I mean. There it is, opaque, and you can actually see the high-res image. Tonight I'm using the high-res image from Factum Foundation. I screenshot it. Sorry Factum, but I'm using it for teaching purposes. I did ask for permission, but you never got back to me. Now you have a look at the river. Okay, when you zoom in, you can see the Clyde very, very faintly on the stone. You see it? It's very faint, but it is there. So the surface of this stone is the past of Glasgow. The whole surface has meaning, every single inch of it. Okay, even these scraggly points here. Okay, they're there for a reason. Okay, the edging, have a look, all here. The edges have meaning. Okay, you can line this stone up using the edging. Okay, all the markings on the stone have meaning. Okay, all the lines have meaning. Okay, let's go to another edge of the stone and have a look. Do you see this on the edge of this stone? Okay, now I don't know whether Clegg had any idea about this, but this should give him some ideas of how to do it properly. Okay, do you get this on the stone? Are you looking at all of this, and do you see how graffiti upsets the place? See, graffiti. I hate graffiti. Okay, now have a look. These three hills are all marked here. This graffiti here is shit. You need to smack them in the back of the head and tell them to don't do it again. Graffiti. See how it upsets things? It's upset the markings. Everything has meaning. On this, even these two lines here, you see the fault lines here? They knew about these fault lines, if that's what they are, but I happen to think that they are. Do you see them? They knew the lay of the land, and it's all on the stone. Okay, do you see this? I think Dr. Brophy and Dr. Barnett and Dr. what's her name? Something Tullett. I'll remember in a minute. They're all very good archaeologists, and they need to take a really good look at this, because they could be teaching their kids over there in schools all about this. Okay, have a look at these slight markings here. Okay, everything on this stone is on the map. Okay, now just to show you how detailed it is, let's go here. Now you see all of this. Okay, this is all on the map here. So we're going to zoom in just a touch closer. All of this on the map. Okay, even this, all here. Okay, on Google Earth, do you see this? Okay, do you see what it is? Okay, now this, we're going to zoom in just a touch here, and you'll see what I mean about all of this and this. Okay, ready? Okay, do you get it? Okay, if you line the map stones up properly, everything has meaning. Do you see it? Okay, all of this. The square corner here, okay, it is on Google Earth, and it's as it was 5,000 years ago or so. Okay, so very informative stuff. Okay, another one, I call this the dragon head. Have a look at that. Isn't this just beautiful? Dr. Valdez Tullett, sorry, there her name was. Do you see how this fades across? Okay, Do you see how detailed this stone is? All of you doctors have got to get together and talk about new ways to protect these stones, because I think they are one of the most valuable things on earth. All of them. Even in America they have these. And I'm told that there's some here in Australia. I've never seen them. Try to get a hold of images and stuff of them, but it's very flogging hard. Okay, now let's have a look. Just a glass zoom here. Okay, do you see this? It's a very detailed map, and I hate graffiti. Look at that. Okay, I'd like to know what they had to scrub out to put that stinking graffiti there. And look at this. You cannot condone this, ever. Look at that. Okay, now we're going here. Okay, this is on Google Earth. Do you see it? Do you see it stepping through? Have a look. The fault line, if that's what it is. It's definitely not a creek or river. Have a look. It goes exactly where they've put it. Isn't this something that all you smart people need to get together and have a look at? I think it is. Okay, how long is our video? 17 minutes. We've got 3 more minutes before I post this. Let's go here, shall we? At Hillfoot again. And as I said, there it is. I don't know how I moved that map off there before, but it does that. Okay, do you see the edging? See this? That's how it was 5,000 years ago. This is how it is now. Okay, have a look at my other video on the Nest Glyph if you want to know what the Nest Glyph is. It's as good as this stone. Bye for now.